Listen, we all know that people think we know what's going to happen here. You think you know what's going to happen here. I said before when I faced Joe that I was sending an assassin after I got beat. Joe is that assassin. It's just that simple. Alec's a nice guy. Nothing against him personally. We just need to win. We need the W. We need to move on to the next round so we can take the whole thing. It's just the bottom line of the whole thing. And my guy Joe, he's the guy to do it. He's got the knowledge. He's been studying. He's got the skill. It's just point blank bottom line. Nothing personal to Alec. It's just we're going to take the win and move on. What do you say, Joe?
Couldn't have said it better myself. Let's get it.
My guy.
Welcome back, everybody. I am here. I'm going to play Joe, and don't really have much to say except I want my title back. That's all I got to say. I want my title back.
All right, guys, we are back. It is TV Throwdown. In the tournament, the last round one matchup, we have our number 1 seed, Alec Miller, versus our number 8 seed, Joe Harrison. So this ought to be an interesting thing. I'm not alone tonight. Of course, Joe is playing. Malcolm's off doing his other duties that he's responsible for. So I pulled on the desk with me for a special color commentator for this. You know him as Big Mike, Joe's manager, I guess now, since Joe's still at the tournament.
That's
Mike,
right.
how you doing tonight, bud?
I'm doing good. I'm excited for this matchup.
Oh, yes. I think it's going to be a good one. I like this as, you have that strong former champion, and then Joe's kind of like that underdog coming up from it that you wouldn't have suspected in this spot. And he played well in his last match. I know you were there. You saw it.
Was? Yeah, no, Joe's a formidable guy. Him and I he's a little bit of a role reversal tonight. Is Joe was my manager and now I'm his. And like I said before, listen, Joe can be an assassin. He's very sneaky. He definitely came up on me. I didn't expect it. And so I think Alec is in for a little bit of a ride here. I know he's the number 1 seed. I know that he's a former champion. He's looking back for that glory. He's trying to get back to glory. And I think he can't just look past Joe. He's got to really respect it. He's got to hone in. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, exactly. So let's bring him in. Our number 1 seed, former TV champion, Sinister Alec Miller. How we doing, Alec?
I'm determined. I want my title back. That's all I'm going to say today. I want my title back.
We'll see if you can get that. If you do this, you can be one step closer. But let's bring in your opponent. You know him with a haircut, with a shirt, with a whatever the fuck he wants to say. It is Joe Harrison.
If I'm not high, I do okay. I'm not high right now.
Well, there goes the family friendly rating for this. Thanks the fuck a lot, Joe. Nice fucking going. Yeah, your fucking candle. All right, we all know what's going on. It's the last round 1 matchup. We know what's at stake here. It's a 3-round matchup. Rules are simple. We'll go over it each round. We'll start with round number 1. 8 shows, 8 predetermined shows, 8 questions. You'll get them. You'll get 20 seconds to answer said questions. You write them down. When called upon, you will show your answers. If they are correct, you get the point. You also have to verbalize them. Verbalization is the key for this, folks. If you don't get it wrong, you don't lose any points, and there's no stealing in this. And to remind both of you guys, get your 3 repeats and your 1 challenge rule. So, are you guys ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. We'll go into our first show, New Girl. And your question: who did Winston's cat Ferguson belong to before Winston? Actually, I like this show a lot. Now it's one of my rewatches. All right, pens down, guys. Let's go to Joe first.
I put his mom.
And Alec.
His ex Daisy.
That is correct for the point. Alec getting a 1-0 lead. As we go into our next show, Boy Meets World. Your question. Mr. Feeney is portrayed by what actor? Furiously writing. I love it. They came to compete.
They're locked in.
On 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down, folks. Let's go to Alec first.
I just wrote a random name. Dennis Johnson.
And Joe.
William Daniels. The actors referred to him lovingly as Bill.
That is correct. And throwing some extra juice on the fire.
I almost wrote Bill Daniels. I was like, wait, no, that's what the actors referred to him. That's not how he's credited.
All right, show off, calm down. Let's get to our third question. Do something with your client here, Mike. Your third question comes in the show, Cobra Kai. Who is the former girlfriend of Hawk in the series? Hawk, funny kid with a mohawk. Saw a few of that in my time in the late 90s, early 2000s. Punk rock, yeah.
It works.
Yeah, it works. All right, that's time. Let's go to Alec first.
I went with Moon.
And Joe.
I went with Jessica.
Alec would be correct for the point. Moon it is. Weird ass name. All right. Your fourth show comes in Power Rangers Jungle Fury, folks. What Sentai is Jungle Fury based off of? Seems to be going back and forth with these guys. Both of them hit their strengths. They know their strengths.
It's gonna be good in the later rounds.
Oh yeah, especially in just 2 alone when we get to that. All right, pens down. I love just the silent, just counting out. I love that. I love that.
Gotta pay attention.
Let's go to Joe first.
Geki Ranger.
And Alec.
Oh, I put like some random words. Why not?
You know what? Joe gets the point, but I'm giving Alec a creative extra point for the end of the year.
If Sentai comes out with a season called Daipo, I think Alex should just go play the lottery at that point.
That'd be awesome.
I wouldn't be surprised. Joe, we know how this works with them. But let's go into our next question. Comes in Naru Shippuden. Naru Shippuden. How many seasons did Naru Shippuden have? Over 500 episodes, Mike.
That's a lot. Holy moly, that's a lot of episodes.
All the episodes.
For any animated program whatsoever.
Wow.
I'm just happy you didn't pick One Piece.
Rise 1,000.
I actually started watching some of that, but couldn't get into it. All right, pens down. Let's go to Alec first.
I went with 20.
And Joe.
20.
I went with 21.
Joe would be correct. 21. Wow. All right, Joe getting 1 point. Yes, I do believe he is. He's a little bit behind, but I hear he's catching up with since we've all been indoors.
I only know this because I only knew that because I looked it up yesterday because people after FPTL said, dude, you're going to get screwed over. And I was just like, it's not bad. It's just 21 seasons, 500 plus episodes.
Is that all?
That's it.
I think someone did the math. It's only 10
been on
days.
for 30
If you watch, it adds up to, I think, 10 days. Like
yeah, it's 10 days at 12 hours a piece. You can get through it.
Yeah. All right, let's go to another shows, one of our random shows to fill in the spot. We go to Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Your question. What was the first villain the Rangers fought for the first time in the Dino Megazord? Love me some Power Rangers.
Oh, they're so good.
Oh yeah, yes.
So good.
Not that I have an addiction or anything.
Of course not. Yeah.
I have more coming in the mail. That's sad. All right, let's go to Alec first.
I know it's not him, but I put Zord.
And Joe.
I'm pretty sure it's Goldar.
You would be correct, Joe, for the point. It is Goldar.
Couldn't think of his name. God damn it.
All right, our next random show comes in Arrow. Arrow. What is the name of the island that Oliver is found on at the start of the series? I was rewatching this thinking of Zadius. That's one of his favorites.
I'm very upset about that last question. I knew it.
Oh, I can tell you.
Couldn't think of the damn name.
All right, they both seem ready. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Joe, go ahead.
I'll just put fuck me.
And Alec.
It's Leanne Yu.
That is correct.
I knew it started with the Lee, and I was like, I knew it was Lee something, and I was like, I'm not gonna get it, and I'm not just gonna write Lee.
Lee,
Mandarin for Purgatory.
fuck me.
Yep, I was like Lee, and I was like, no, just fuck me for looking this up recently and then forgetting it.
Oh, well, let's hope you get the right, or the last question comes in our last strength show, Kicking It. Kicking It ran for how many years? Math. You always got to love to throw that in.
If math was an island, I'd blow it up.
I agree with that one.
I probably wouldn't go that far, but you know.
I would.
Oh, so bad. All right, let's go to Alec
4 years.
and Joe.
I put 5, and I realized because I think I mathed wrong.
You did math wrong. Alec got it with 4 years.
Yep, because 11, 12, 13, 14. Wait, it ran 11 to 15, didn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
and that is 4 years.
Yep, 11, 12, 13, 14. 2011, 2012, 13, 14, 15.
You say 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Yes,
you
you
don't count
don't count the first.
Oh, yeah. Yep, I forget. You don't
Yes.
count the year it started.
It sounds like he's gonna need to blow up the island of math as well.
Yep.
All right, well, coming out of round number 1, I do believe we are tied, Mike, 4-4.
Yeah. Yep,
All right.
4.
Close game. I expect nothing less as we go into round number 2, folks. Round number 2 is our lovely wheel round. I will bring up a primed wheel that has all of our strength shows on it. And how that works is our competitors will get to spin said wheel. If they don't like the first spin, they can spin again unless the first spin lands on player's opponent's choice. Then they must take that. Each show has 4 questions in it worth 2 points apiece. They can opt to multiple choice to make it worth 1. And there is stealing in this one. So play along as your opponent plays. With that, we're both tied up. But Alec, you are the higher ranked seed, so you do get to choose. Do you want to go first or defer?
I'll defer.
All right. Joe, your first spin is away. And it lands on New Girl.
I'm going to spin again.
All right. This one you are stuck with. And I think he wants to spin again. All right. Well, you're on Boy Meets World, so here we go, Joe. First question in Boy Meets World. What college does Topanga not attend to go to Pembroke with Corey?
Yale.
2 points. Where does Topanga ask Corey to marry her?
Their high school graduation.
2 more points. What is the name of the guy hired by Morgan to be her replacement Eric?
Multiple choice, please.
Your options are A, Henry, B, Larry, C, Mark, or D, Joe.
Larry.
Correct for a point.
He was stealing from them too.
Yes, that's why he unfortunately left, even though I think he would have also made a great Eric given the chance. Oh, your last question, Joe. Who was Eric's Sean during seasons 1 and 2?
Multiple choice.
Your options are A, Josh, B, Jeremy, C, Jacob, or D, Jason.
Jason.
Correct for a clean sweep, getting 6 extra points there. Good showing.
Man, nice run.
All right, let's bring back up our wheel for Alex spin. Alex, Boy Meets World is off the table for round 2 anyways. So your first spin is away. And watch it land on Boy Meets World. No, it didn't. Land on Kicking It.
Let's spin again.
All right. And you're on Naru Shippuden.
Let's go.
All right. Let's see how this goes for you. Naru Shippuden. Your first question. What year did episode 1 premiere in English?
Let me get the multiple choice.
All right. Your options are A, 2007, B, 2008, C, 2009, and D, 2010.
Oh, C, 2009.
That is correct for a point. In the episode Wind, Naruto is excited to begin training with his old sensei again. Who is that sensei?
Kakashi Hatake.
Correct for 2 points. So glad you did not make me read multiple choice. All right, your third question. What is Rasengan?
Rasengan. What is it?
Yes.
It's a ball of chakra that Naruto summons.
2 big points.
I was gonna say give him that because that's literally what it is.
Yeah. I was trying to build suspense, Joe. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Well, I thought I was gonna have to challenge
Joe,
on his behalf.
You know what, Joe? Joe, you're fired. Mike, I like you better. You're staying here. All right, Alec, your last question. In last words, Asuma, knowing his time has come, imparts words to his students and tells Ino to look after Shinskamu and who?
Choji.
2 big points.
Man.
Wow. 500 episodes and actually retaining something, I'll tell you what.
Crazy.
Well, coming out of
That's why
that.
you didn't go filler.
Oh, well, coming out of that, let's do some quick math. All right, after our quick math break, folks, we are at 11-10. Alec up by 1 point as we go into the ultimate third round. How that works is, of course, we bring up another wheel. No, there's more to it, folks. Whoever's behind will go first. The person behind, they will spin. They get a second spin if they don't like the first one, but whatever show they land on, they have 2 sets of questions, a 1, 2, and a 3, or a 2, 4, and a 6. They must take a point value that gets them either tied or retaking the lead. If they have to choose the second set, it is stealable by their opponents. So depending on how that goes, we'll see what happens. All right, Joe, you are behind by 1 point, so you will be up at the wheel first. It is just of all of our strength shows are primed wheel 3. Are you ready?
Yep.
Your first spin is away. Lands on Boy Meets World.
I'm thinking I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna swing big. I'm gonna take the second set of questions.
You're gonna keep Boy Meets World, not spin again?
Keep Boy Meets World and go for the 2, 4, and 6.
Okay.
He's going big.
All right. Well, Cotton, let's see if this pays off.
Mm.
Last game of the year, Brent. Can't hold anything back now. All right, Joe, are you ready?
As ready as I'll ever be.
All right, your 2-point question. What is the name, not nickname, of Harley Kiner's sister that Corey briefly dates in the series?
Teresa Kiner.
Correct for 2 points. All right, your 4-point question. Name all 4 of the Matthews children.
Eric, Corey, Morgan, Joshua.
4 points. All right. Your 6-point question. Name both actresses that portrayed young Morgan in the series. Four.
Repeat the question.
3. All right, your first repeat. Name both actresses that have portrayed young Morgan in the series.
Yeah, I don't know it.
Alec, a chance for a 6-point steal.
I wish I could, but I can't. I'm not even gonna hold it up. Let's just go.
All right. The correct answers were Lily Nixay and Lindsay Ridgway.
I remember
Both of
the
them.
first. Yeah, I knew it was Lily and Lindsay. I was like, I don't know their last names, and I know if he's not going to accept just first names.
Yep. All right. Well, with that, Joe does take the lead. He is at 16 points now. So we bring back up our wheel, and we'll see if Alec can win this. All right, Alec, are you ready?
Let's do it.
Your first spin is away. Lands on kicking it.
Spin it again.
He's kicking it.
Kick it off the wheel.
And it's on New Girl.
All right.
You're down by 5.
So I'm down by 5, and the first set is question is 1, 2, and 3.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go with the first set of questions.
All right. Your 1-point question. What actress plays the titular role of Jess?
Zoe Deschanel.
Correct for 1 point. Your 2-point question. What was the similar thing, like the douchebag jar they made for Schmidt, did they make for Jess in Pepperwood?
Is it a quirky bowl?
And your winner. Moving on to the second round, Joe Harrison. It was the Annoyance Bowl. The Annoyance Bowl.
Oh. Damn.
Big match, Mike.
Yeah, that was a huge. That was huge. Like, I don't even know. Like, that kept me on the edge of my seat. Like, I didn't even know. I thought Alec was getting ready to go on a run, and
usually once he gets that show, he makes a big run with that, but just something he couldn't pull with this one. But wow, yeah, big match. I say let's go to post-match interviews right now. All right, we're back with our winner and, of course, his manager that's been joining me on the desk the whole night. But Joe, you kind of did the impossible with this, taking down the number 1 overall seed and, of course, former champion to move on to round number 2 to face one of our hot, sensational rookies in Aaron Sellers. How you feeling after this?
I am insane right now. Like, I knew I had to swing for the fences. I knew if I didn't pick the second set of questions, it didn't matter. I knew I had to. I was just doing the math. I knew I had to get at least 6 points. And I was just like, I couldn't take the risk of having to run the table on the first set. So I was like, I just need to get the first 2 right to get a good lead to where he has to answer all of his questions correctly if on the first set. I did it mathematically. Hell of a match. Like, this definitely was back and forth. He had going out of the first round tied, and then the second round we both got really good on our strength shows. I just was able to answer my round 3 questions. And Alex is going to come back with a vengeance. Like, he's not done. He wants that title back. He's going to go on a run after this. I'm going to say whoever has to play Alec next needs to be afraid, because now you have a hungry Alec who wants his title back even more because he got knocked out of a tournament in a first round by someone who had to play into the tournament. Alec is going to be dangerous, and I'm not even going to say Alec's going to be dangerous. So I'm looking forward to what he does after the tournament is over, and I'm just looking forward to getting as far as I can within the tournament. I'm playing Aaron Sellers, right?
Yes, you're playing Aaron Sellers. You're already taking care of the questions I was going to ask, so I'm just letting you go. Me and Mike are just sitting there like,
yeah.
Sorry, I'm distracted. There's a bug in my room. But Aaron, I've watched him play matches before. Aaron, he's someone who he knows his stuff, and I'm not looking forward to watching a bunch of little kids show, but guess what? I can babysit my niece, Aaron, so I'll watch them. I will watch Puppy Dog Pals. I will watch Dinosaur Train. I will watch whatever show you want me to watch. I will do it. And I will do it with a smile on my face and my niece on the couch next to me.
I hate you right now. Because I swear to God, if I have to write those shows, I swear to God, there is no place you will be able to hide. But anyways, enough of that. Joe, congratulations. You do move on to round number 2. So we will see you and your manager, Mike, back for round number 2. But right now, let's go to our runner-up tonight, Alec Miller. Alec.
What's up, man?
You wanted that belt back, but just didn't happen tonight. Close game that you two have played. I mean, out of all of your matches, I think this one was the biggest, like, back and forth I've seen out of a lot of your matches.
Yeah, I remember on my way to the title, I went through a lot of TKOs. I never really got to the third round. It wasn't until I played Jacoby that I really played a multiple round, more than 2 rounds. And we know how that went. And you know what? There's nothing to say. There's, the best you can do is hit your strengths, is know your strengths up and down. I did not know one thing on one of my strengths. And it's one of my probably least favorite things about the show is that stupid annoyance bowl. It's because they try to capture the magic of the douchebag jar and it doesn't do that. So I guess you kind of just put it off to the side, but there's nothing else about it. We both hit our strengths in the second round. We both ran the table in the second round. It just comes down to who knew more. I'll tell you right now, I didn't know both his Boy Meets Worlds in that third round. I didn't realize there was a 4th kid, and I didn't know the name of Harley's sister. So,
yes,
that's what it comes down to in this game.
Yeah, I mean, you do have to know your strengths. You have to know at least enough with your opponents, at least if you get stuck on there, because, I've been there, fucking Jacoby. So I feel your pain there with the Jacoby dealing with, which I will deal with him later on my way up. But, I mean, yeah, you don't move on in the tournament, but we will have you back at the start and beginning of next season. which, you still have a great record. I mean, this is really your own
second loss.
Yeah, that's it. So you're 4-2. You still have plenty of game left to play. And kind of like what Joe said earlier, I really don't want to see your next opponent because it's probably not going to be pretty.
I would agree with you. My next opponent should be worried. Or I don't know who they are, but I'll just put it out there. If you get pulled to play against me next, I probably wouldn't show up if I were you.
Please show up though. We need our
please show up.
Yes. But with that, let's throw it back up to the desk and we'll close us out. And we're back up at the desk. Mike with his big shit-eating grin.
You see the smile on my face, Tim?
You smile a lot, though.
But listen, my smile is a little bit wider tonight because of Joe did exactly what I said he was going to do. He's an assassin. I sent him to this tournament to just make his way through this whole thing. He had to play his way in. That doesn't even matter. Obviously, it doesn't matter that ranked 1 and ranked 8. It doesn't matter. And so we're going to usher our way into a new world order when it comes to this TV tournament. And we're going to go straight to the top. And that's why I got a big smile on my face. And I can't wait for the next opponent. And you're right. The next person that plays Alec, they should be very, very scared. He's a tough opponent. But
I will say this, Mike. I will say this. Enjoy it now. Even Joe will tell you this because Joe's been at, I think, every match Aaron has had except for one. He is dangerous. So that's going to be an even dangerous challenge for him moving on.
It's my job to not be scared. It's Joe's job to do the work. And that's exactly what I'm going to do, is we're going to make sure he's prepared. And we're just going to do the same thing that we did tonight. Point blank.
All right. Well, we'll see how it goes, Mr. Manager, in round number 2. It was great having you join me here on the hosting chair. I've been wanting to get you in here for a while for that, so it was great. It was great having you here. But with that, let's close it out, folks. For myself, for my special co-host Mike, Joe Harrison, and Alec Miller, hell of a match. Joe moving on to round number 2 to face Aaron Sellers in probably one hell of a match that will come up. But for all of us, this has been TV Throwdown. Keep your fingers on the remotes. Keep watching TV, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.